My next guest is a regular on the show. Arguably, the guy's made more appearances on the show than anybody.
Do I get an award or something for that?
Including myself, probably.
You do.
I do? What do I get? I'll take it. I don't want to be reprimanded. I'll take something different.
Yeah, I'll tweet whatever you want.
You
That'll
got
be your reward.
Tweeter problems, don't you?
He does.
Of course.
Someone hacked your account? Is that the deal?
It does. Yeah.
Or is that the lie you're telling?
No, there's no lie.
You know, you only get to use that hacked excuse once on Twitter.
No, there's no lie. Someone is accusing me of being fat and gay.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, they got half of it right.
And Mike is. What does that mean, soldier? I'm sicking machete on him.
You're sicking Boschetti on him.
Yeah,
What is he doing? Is he you laying down the law?
Yeah, right. Brian, you're a great friend. I hate bullies, and it's just like
I'm with you. You got to hit bullies in the mouth. You do.
It's true.
Oh, wait,
That's how you got. There was
someone's
a bully.
accusing you of being
the
black
nose.
and gay.
I'm black and gay.
That's what it says on here.
Hey, really?
It says I like food, Holmes.
As long as I'm pitching.
Well, that's how you get through it. Seriously, being our first African American guest of the week.
Oh, really?
We have
I like black.
The top 20 hip hop earners of 2013.
So I get to guess?
Yeah. Who do you think's the top hip hop earner of 2013?
Top hip hop earner of 2013.
Hip hop means rap music.
Is that what that means? Oh, okay. Am I black enough for you? I guess not.
I used to love that song.
Okay.
That's Schoolie D.
Yeah, Schoolie D. We were just watching King of New York. Remember
King of New York.
I love
man.
it. One of my
That's
favorites.
how I know that song.
Right.
Black enough for you. Lawrence Fishburne with the
Yeah.
I got to watch that movie.
Christopher Walken.
Now that you mentioned it, I got to watch that
Oh, I
movie.
love it. I'll say P. Diddy.
Good, great. See, I would have had this reversed.
What?
With 1 and 2. Diddy's 1 at 50 million. Who's 2?
Jay-Z.
See, I would have had Jay-Z at 1.
But they have so many different...
Jay-Z's 43 million.
They're diverse. It's not just hip-hop. I mean, they've got clothing lines. They've got colognes, perfumes. Diddy's got Ciroc. Or is that how you say it? Ciroc?
Who do you think?
Oh, yeah.
Ciroc.
There are 4 people tied. 4 people tied for 20.
4 people tied for 20.
Can you guess those 4 hip-hop artists tied for number 20?
Wow. Lil Wayne, he wouldn't be that low, would he?
There's a Lil in there.
There is a Lil?
Yeah.
No, Lil Wayne's 7.
Lil Bootsy?
Wrong Lil.
Lil Wayne's 7.
The other Lil.
The other Lil.
You know
There's
the other
another
Lil.
Lil Jon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
6 million. And then some guy named Rick Ross. Who's that?
Yeah, Rick Ross.
I don't know who that is.
He's tied for 20?
Yeah, he's 6 million.
Okay.
Mac Miller, 6 million.
Okay.
And one of my favorite guys. See, I don't. It's not fair to put him in this category because he's everything and he's everything great. I love this
Who's
guy.
that?
Questlove from Roots.
Oh, okay.
That's one of the best bands on the planet Earth, Roots. And they don't just do hip hop; they do everything.
I like how you profile me though with this list. Why didn't you break that list out when you had Richard Lewis here? You don't think he could have answered?
Well, because he's not a big Young Jeezy fan.
Oh, you remember that?
By the way, the disappointment is the one guy, Young Jeezy, was on the list.
Where is he?
Didn't make it this year.
What?
I mean, I don't know if I'm going to sleep tonight.
Well, I don't think he put out an album this year.
Young Jeezy made $7 million in 2012. Nothing.
Yeah, he didn't put out anything.
No.
Yeah, he didn't put out an album.
Pitbull made 11 million.
He's not a hip hop guy.
Well,
He's
Is
number
Pitbull
10.
a hip hop guy?
he's reggaeton, so that's Spanish hip
What's
hop.
reggaeton?
It's kind of like hell, I don't know, reggaeton.
Is that what you know that from the Dominican, right?
Yeah, that's why I picked it up from the Dominican. Yeah. That's true.
I'll never forget that one time I heard like kind of Dominican or like Puerto Rican kind of rap in a club in Staten Island I went to in 1986. And this was like on a loop. A DJ was playing this on a loop. Esta loca, esta loca, give me Aston.
That was it?
That's all it said.
That's a hit?
It could have went both ways.
Well,
How about Nicki Minaj? 15.5. Eminem.
No. Nicki Minaj is 29 million.
Eminem only made 10 million.
And Snoop Lion, 10 million, tied for number 12.
But you're right, these guys have clothing lines out.
right, yeah. I mean, a lot of them have different entities and interests that they're involved in. You got to diversify.
Who's Macklemore and Ryan Louis?
They sing that song, hell, I don't know.
You don't know them. I never
Isn't
heard
that
of them.
what's the one? My co-host of the Mojo show, he sings it all the time. That Macklemore.
They
song.
sing Thrift Shop.
Oh, that must
It's
be-
Thrift
one
Shop,
you know.
yes.
Oh,
That's
it's
right.
one I know?
Yeah.
Thrift
I'm
Shop?
gonna pop something.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
I love that.
Oh, God.
I
I like the video. Video's pretty cool.
That I love that.
Yeah.
I want to. Don't.
I'm gonna pop some things.
You
I
see,
got
but you know
$20 in my pocket.
Here's what I love about that beat. You could put any lyrics to it.
That's true.
I want to sheetrock your bathroom. I want to make you pancakes. I want to do your laundry. I want to make a collect phone call. I want to get you a dentist. I want to kill your mother. And I love that. I love it.
Oh wow!
All right, so let's talk college football.
Come on.
Who's going to beat Alabama? They're just going to win it all. I mean, I feel it's kind of boring. Like,
No, I mean, it depends. They can't run the ball right now. Only 66 yards rushing last week versus Colorado State. That's not going to get
That's
it done.
unbelievable.
Yeah, I know.
Who's the? I mean, Colorado State defensively, are they a new juggernaut?
No.
Because
But they're
historically,
getting better.
you know, Nick Saban should go into the huddle next week and go, I want to run the ball. I want to run that ball.
Well, they got a tough one. Ole Miss is coming in with
I
a
know.
dual threat quarterback and much better team than they have been in the past year. So
but still,
what?
I mean,
Alabama's going to win by 40, dude.
I don't know. No.
What's
They
the
won't win
spread
by
on that?
40.
Give me the spread on that.
I'm not sure what the spread is.
Are
but
you
they
allowed
won't
to
win by
talk
one.
spreads or you're not allowed
Yeah,
to?
we can talk it.
No, I don't want to get you fired. The network
Well, you ain't
won't
gonna get
allow
me
it.
fired.
So you
Okay.
feel like Alabama
Trust me, I
will
do
not?
enough on my own to get fired.
You feel like Alabama's
wood.
going to lose a game this year, like they did last year, because they're not as good a
I
team.
am not going to be surprised if they lose a ball game. You're correct. Not surprised at all.
If Alabama loses,
but it's not going to be this
But
week against Ole Miss.
It could be.
Yeah.
It could be. You look at that offensive line; they haven't gelled. There's not a lot of chemistry there.
Are they paying you to make the league seem more interesting? Is that
No,
what's happening?
no. I tell the truth. That's an interesting
Because
story.
I don't know much about Ole Miss.
that
and I know
offensive line will get better every week. I
You
mean,
would
that,
think, right?
Yeah.
But you know that's the one unit that has to work in unison.
Yeah.
They got to have chemistry, and they got to know what each other's doing.
They know that's
It'll
their
take time to
shortcoming.
build that.
Yeah, but
Right.
they know that's their shortcoming, and that's probably
Yeah,
the
but they still got a
focus.
great defense.
But who would you say is the toughest team Alabama has on the schedule?
Well, they just faced it, versus Texas A&M.
And
LSU will be tough.
And they just beat them in a shootout.
LSU will be tough. This will be a tough game.
That
this
was a
weekend.
shootout, though. That was.
that was excellent.
Johnny Manziel's
I think
the real
LSU
deal.
is going to be the game they lose.
Is Johnny Manziel the real deal? You think?
Yeah, he's the real deal.
Is
In college.
Do you hate his guts though?
No, why would I hate him?
I don't like him.
Why not?
I think he's just a spoiled little brat.
He's not spoiled. He's doing what we all
Not
did at
spoiled.
20.
Oh, really? He's doing what we all did at 20.
Yes.
We didn't all have oil money in
Well,
our family when we were 20.
I'm not going to begrudge him because he's got more coins in his pocket. Go live life.
He's
What
got more
for?
coins in his pocket.
I would have been jealous of him as a player. I would have been resentful.
Well, you shouldn't be. That's your teammate, and he hasn't done anything to upset those guys, as far as I've heard. And so let him live his life and be Johnny.
I love
Do your
Johnny
thing.
football. I do.
Thank
because-
you.
What do you know about
Yeah,
him?
no, but listen,
Come on.
no, because, let me tell you why. Because Brian's right. He's a 20-year-old kid who
Shut
has
it,
a little
Michael.
more
Shut
cash.
Tell it like it is. Preach, Mike.
You know what? Tweet it to me, Mike. I'll tell you.
No, I'm sick of all these people projecting their morals and ethics upon this
That's
young
true,
man.
that's
Yes, does he
true.
have a bigger platform, and does he have more resources where he can live life to the fullest? Yes, he does. So he wins the Heisman, he's supposed to just go sit in his dorm room and do nothing?
And I'm
no.
wrong for hating him for that?
Yes, you're wrong for hating him.
That's ridiculous.
Hate is such a strong word.
No,
Come on.
hate, again, I've said this on the show many times. Hate is I will teach my kids to hate the right things. Like, I hate, will they hate Hitler? Yeah, they'll hate Hitler, my kids. They will. Will they hate Johnny football? Yeah.
Why?
Well, look at the comparison.
I hope they end up like him.
I just feel like he's so entitled. He feels it's like I'm
think so.
projecting
No.
that he
Quintessential
feels like
jerk
he's
off.
He does
entitled.
not. I don't see how people.
But you know
make
you are
that
such a
leap.
sellout.
I did everything he's doing, and I just didn't have the resources to do it at the level he's doing it.
You
We all
don't do
did
everything
that.
he's
true.
doing. You don't
Yes,
do
we
everything.
did.
I would have
We
liked
did.
to. I would have liked
Right.
to. But that's why I can now dislike him, because I'm jealous.
Brian,
and I
listen,
feel
I
like he gets all
understand
the
you can't
advantages.
say on the air he's the face of college football.
I can't
So you
say what.
And you're in the college football business. I
I can
understand
say
that.
whatever I want to say.
Well, then say something truthful.
Brian.
You're a sexy mouth follower. I finally said some truth. I'm coming out of my shell.
Oh my God! Now I really feel disgusting. I'm getting hungry. I'm getting very hungry. All right, so that's my point. So, give me the odds that Alabama doesn't just win again. It's getting kind of boring.
It's boring because they win all the time?
Kinda, yeah.
Well, it's not boring.
What about Ruckers? Do you think that in a few years they'd have a chance of being a contender?
Well, they keep. I mean, great victory for them last week. 21 unanswered points.
Right. They look good.
They did.
But could Ruckers ever in a million years contend for a national title?
I don't
know.
That's a tough question.
Big Ten.
No.
They're going to the Big Ten. I mean, that's going to be difficult. Win that first, then we'll talk.
But that's what I mean. That's going to be years down the road.
Yeah.
As long as Urban Meyer's at Ohio State, I think they've got a lock on. No, and Brady Hoke.
And
at
Brady
Michigan.
Hoke. Yeah,
it's a toss-up between those two teams.
I agree.
Really?
Yeah, Rutgers, I don't think they enter the story.
Maryland either, even though they're better this year, sitting there undefeated.
Worst Coke I ever bought in the Rutgers parking lot. Worst Coke I ever bought.
You buy it from a student?
At a Rutgers football game, a frat kid, terrible. If I ever see the kid, I'm going to bash his face.
What was it?
This was an 88.
What, they sell you some flour?
Brian, this isn't your concern. I'm not gonna let you get into this.
You know my motto, I say no to drugs. No, I ain't coming over unless you got some.
Well, so when you're unemployed Monday, what will you be doing?
I'm going to try to get a job here.
Oh, dude, you come
Slide
back.
over, John.
You're fun as hell. You're here more than me. What about your old alma mater, Texas? Are they any good this year?
Oh, man, we finally won a game. We won the first for New Mexico State. Then thoroughly embarrassed at BYU. They rushed for a record 550 yards. Never happened to a Texas defense before. Then Ole Miss comes in, the same Ole Miss team that Texas put 66 on a year ago in Oxford, comes to Austin, and they drill us 41 to 23. And then Texas beat K-State last weekend. But this K-State team, this Kansas State team is not even remotely close to the team they had a season ago. It looks like a bunch of walk-ons, to tell you the truth.
Well, yeah, no Colin at quarterback. That's
right.
the big.
And then like Arthur Brown, who's now with the Ravens, who's the leader on the defensive side of the ball. So to answer your question, no, they're not looking pretty good. They got a bye week, then Iowa State, then the big one versus Oklahoma, our arch rival, and Oklahoma's won the last 3.
Name 2 bigger disappointments in life than Vince Young.
Why do you say disappointment?
Well, it's hard to do, right?
Well, I'll say this. He burned some bridges. Yes, he acted like an a-hole when he was there at Tennessee. Had a great situation, and you always fall back on, well, Coach Fisher didn't want to draft me. That's fine. I played with a guy with the Raiders, Marcus Allen, and Al Davis didn't want to draft him, but look what Marcus did. Had a Hall of Fame career, and
he banged OJ's wife.
Okay,
why do you think,
I'm gonna leave that one.
Why do you think? Can you name 5 guys in the NFL in the '80s who did not have sex with OJ's wife? What's
It's time for a break.
What's the reason? What is the reason why Marcus Allen and
what's the reason why
Al Smith had that incredible feud where Al Smith just hated his guts for some reason? Al Davis, right? Not the former governor of New York. Al Davis. I think it's about a woman. I think Marcus Allen, he's known to do this with OJ. He banged the broad that Al Davis.
So you think he banged
There's no other
Mr.
reason.
Davis's wife?
That's why. Not the wife. Probably a chick on the side.
I don't know.
John,
I don't believe
you
it's
told
about
me.
a woman.
You told me Al Davis had a lot of broads on the side.
I never said that. No.
That wasn't you. I'm sorry.
I don't believe it was about a woman.
I don't recall. I misremember.
Yeah, I mean, but I just I don't know. Vince Young to me is.
Well, like I said, he was trying. In the NFL, they don't care what you did in college. Once they get you there, it's about the here and now. What are you doing for us? And as long as he was winning, no matter if the head coach didn't want to draft him, just take care of your business, keep winning, and you're going to be fine. And he got that big head, and he thought he couldn't do anything wrong. And, hey, I'm VY. I did this and this at Texas. They're going to keep me no matter what. No, that's not how it works at that level.
Right.
You got to go out there and win, but you got to do it with respect. And for walking off the field throwing your pads in the stands, who the hell does that? Who throws tantrums like that?
It's ridiculous.
We didn't even do that in Little League, let alone a grown-ass man throwing his pads in the stands. But I think now, he just went back to Texas. He graduated. He sees the errors of his way, and he's better for it now. He's a better person than he was when he was playing with Tennessee.
He'll be working at a car wash.
It's been a while.
He'll be working at a car wash in 3 weeks.
Can I get some armor all the time?
Let me tell you something. He's the Johnny Manziel of people who aren't Johnny Manziel.
Huh?
How's that for deep?
What the hell did you just say? What?
A lot of layers.
He's
to
a
that
jerk
one.
off.
He was.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Now, what happened to Miami? Miami was the greatest, always the greatest
University?
team every year. Was it like penalties or something? Why are they not a powerhouse anymore?
No, they're on the way back. They beat Florida.
But what
second
happened
week.
to Miami?
Well, they had some sanctions, and then they just weren't recruiting like they had in the past.
Yeah, but how do you not recruit down there? You go to Miami, like it's.
Have you ever been to that campus? I mean, it's better now, but it's a little.
It wasn't a bad area, right?
Yeah. No. It's in a great area.
It is.
Yeah, it's in Coral Gables.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, the old Orange Dome.
Orange Bowl.
Used to be in a bad area.
Yeah.
And that's where they played.
Miami's
it's in Coral Gables.
It's a great school. It's a great spot.
Yeah, right. Excellent spot.
But they have been down. It's like the tradition in the 80s was no one could beat them.
Right.
And then breaking some rules and getting punished.
But they're still, I'm a casual fan. I remember them. They're still affected by those punishments?
No.
Well, no.
They're
This is
on their
recent.
way back. They're on the way. Now, they're still involved in an investigation that's been hanging over their heads for like the last 3 years.
It's hard to believe that Gino Toretta got an A in oceanography. No, they were I saw that documentary, though.
Yeah.
My God.
My last college game, he beat the hell out of us in the Cotton Bowl. I was in that documentary, unfortunately.
Yeah, they did everything though. They did a lot wrong, but they were exciting. They were kind of like the Raiders of the '70s in a way, you know.
Uh-huh.
That swagger and the
Camouflage.
bravado and all that. Yeah, very cocky team.
All right, well, listen, we're gonna take a break.
All right,
we're gonna come back with Johnny Manziel's publicist, Brian Jones, right after these words.
The Artie Lange Show, weeknights on Audience, only on DirecTV.